everybody, welcome to my channel, or welcome back. Hot Mess Mama and Ofra just sent over the brand new Unconditional Mini Mix palette and a new lip duo. So if you'd like to see what this looks like, how it swatches and performs, stay exactly where you are because we're getting into it right now. Here's what the palette looks like. We've got a really wide range of dimensional nudes along with a couple of pops of color. We've got an olive green in there and like an eggplant purple, plus what looks like a blush, a contour, a highlighter, and this gorgeous shimmer shade up in the top corner. For date night or nightlife, the Unconditional Mini Mix palette will make your heart skip a beat. Swoon over the versatility of this refillable magnetic palette that comes packed with all new shades made in collaboration with Rhonda, aka Hot Mess Mama. From your everyday neutrals like Fam Bam and Soulmate to the shimmery topper Sweet and Sassy, you can create any look to fall in love with. The lip bundle includes the lip gloss in the shade Butterfly Kisses and the liquid lipstick in the shade Hot Mess Mama. Let's zoom out and see the swatches. First shade is Sweet and Sassy. Mom Life. My World. Love You More. Fam Bam. Soulmate. Coffee Strong. Patience. This Is Love. Bittersweet. And Kisses from KY. And there's all 11 swatches from the Unconditional Mini Mix palette from Ofra Cosmetics in collaboration with Hot Mess Mama. As always, I will insert photos of the swatches, one with flash here, and one without flash here. And of course, you gotta have a video close-up so you can truly see all the detail. To begin, I'm gonna start with the shade My World, and this one's gonna go just on the outer half of the crease. There we go with that Ofra formula, starting out soft and blendable, but being buildable. I really like that green. It's like a foresty green, like a pine tree green, but I really like how it's working with my eye color. The greens are nice together. Now we're gonna fill the inner corner using the shade Mom Life. It's a super light pinky peach, and I think it's gonna be perfect right up against this green. Now first I'm just gonna pack the shade on and make sure I build up the pigment, then I'll work on blending the outer edges and into the green. I am gonna blow this shade out pretty far into the inner corner, that way I can still build up shades underneath it before I go in and cut the crease. Yes, I have a plan to cut the crease. And with this pigment built up in the inner corner, I'm just gonna lightly take the ends of the bristles of the brush and just sort of flick forward. That way it blends into the eyeshadow base and makes a really nice soft gradient between the two. Now the moment of truth, let's see if we can blend these together. Girl, why is she seamless? Okay, Hot Mess Mama, I see you. I see you. Now how about you lighten up the upper part of the green using the shade Fam Bam. And of course, using the 50-50 method, I'm gonna start placing partly on the green and partly on my skin. I'm gonna do that all the way around from the inner part of the crease to the outer part of the crease. Using the same fluffy brush that I used in the shade Mom Life, I'm gonna blend out Fam Bam up toward the brow bone. And I'm gonna add just a little bit of Mom Life right at the highest point of the brow bone just to make sure that they blend super softly and we get the smoothest gradient possible. Okay, but Ofra knows how to make an eyeshadow. Clearly. Now let's start to deepen things up using Coffee Strong to begin with. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna go in with the darkest shade, Patience, as well, but I just don't know for sure yet. It depends on how dark this is gonna make it. But this is more like a chocolatey brown, and the other one's more like an espresso black, so it's a lot more rich. Now with this shade, I'm actually gonna pull it through all the way from inner corner to outer corner. I want to deepen up the pink with this shade and the green with this shade. Can you guys hear this storm? And that's thunder literally knocking on my door. Oh, this brown is perfect against this green. I mean, it's like a tree trunk brown next to a leafy green color. Just keep building, just keep building, just keep building, building, building. What do Now this is the part of the process that I might differ from you. When I relax my forehead and look straight at you, where I'm making that dark color, that is literally where my crease ends. So if I try to cut that out, the dark color's pretty much not gonna be left. Hence the reason why I blew out the pink so much, so that I can take this darker color a little bit further than what my crease actually is. So when I go to cut it, I'll have some of the darkness left to create dimension and drama right up against that lid. These shadows are so soft and smooth. Just look at how clean that looks. And I haven't really even blended it, I'm just putting it on. Okay, that sounds like hail, but I know it's not hailing. Amazon said it was just a thunderstorm. So there's gotta be like limbs or something falling on my roof. If a limb goes in front of my face, I am not the beast from the Magicians. Then pulling this up in the wing shape. Look at that dimension. You can't tell me that's not perfect, because that is perfect. Then just so we don't lose the intensity, I'm going back into the green shade with the same brush I used for the green, and just gonna blend that edge so it's nice and soft. Plus it'll help re-emphasize the green color and bring it back a little bit since it was lost during the blending process. Now that the darkest shade is added to the outer corners, I'm gonna go ahead and cut the crease using my cellar water and a pointed cotton swab. Now with the crease cut, I'm gonna use a much smaller detailed brush and just blend the edge of this eyeshadow base so I can blend downward with that darker shade that's in the crease. I find that it helps with the overall blending process if you blend out the edge of the eyeshadow base before you go in with anything on the lid, especially if you're trying to melt the crease and the lid together. Don't leave that hard edge when you cut it out, unless you're going for that, of course, then by all means leave it. But if you're not, I would not recommend. So you see now we've got this really soft blend between the eyeshadow base and the eyeshadow. Now I can go right back in with Coffee Strong, the crease shade, and just pull that back down and on top of the base, filling in the outer V. And you can literally just set your lid with any shade that you want and call this done. But we gotta use shimmer. Now we get to add some sparkle using the shade Sweet and Sassy. Ofra. Oh my gosh, that shade is magical. This is phenomenal. All these mattes blend so beautifully, the shimmer is so intense, and I was able to pick it up with a flat brush and get a super clean line all the way around. I just love this formula. Now I'm gonna go off camera, clean up all of the under eyes so that I don't have this mess everywhere. Go ahead and get all my face makeup done, and we'll come back to use the contour, highlighter, and blush. See you guys in just a second. Our base is now done, obviously, and now it's time to go in with some blush and highlighter. Oh, and the contour. I completely forgot about the contour. Scratch that, I just read on the back, this is actually a bronzer, not a contour. It looked a little cool tone to me in the palette, but maybe it's not quite as cool tone as I think it is. Let's just go in and find out. The shade name, by the way, is Bittersweet. Okay. But why is that the perfect bronzing shade? And it builds up so nicely on my cream bronzer. I don't know why in the pan I was so scared of that. It just looked like it was gonna be cool toned. Maybe it's because it's by those cool toned eyeshadows and it makes it look like it's cooler, but it's definitely not. It's the perfect warmth for my skin tone. And of course it's blending like a dream. I mean, did we really expect anything else? It's not like every single Ofra palette we've used on this channel so far hasn't blended like a dream as well. Kind of look like I just got back from vacation. I mean, I guess I kind of just did, but Oklahoma City is not known for their extreme bronzing sunlight. Ooh, I was also a little worried because believe it or not, I actually went really light on the foundation today and I set it all very, very lightly. So I was super afraid that putting stuff on top of it was going to move it all around, but it didn't move anything. What is this shade called again? I think I want to order one of these and keep it in my client kit. Bittersweet. I've got to remember that. Bittersweet. And just using the remainder of what's on the brush, I'm going to tap that over the bridge of the nose just to give a little sun kiss, and then right across the under eyes, just a tiny little bit. Okay, blush time. This shade is This Is Love. Now before I put this directly on my face, I'm going to pat it off on the back of my hand and really blend it into the bristles of the brush first, then I'll put it on my face. Oh, she's got a little bit of glow to her too. Slightly pinky, slightly peachy, slightly corally. It's sort of like the best of all three worlds. Oh, and that sheen sort of smooths out my fine lines. I like that too. It is amazing what blush can do for the emotions. I feel so much better now. Oh, that is heaven. Speaking of heaven, obviously I saved the best for last. Now we're gonna use highlighter. And again, this is Love from KY, not Jelly, Kentucky. Again, Since this is Ofra, I'm gonna tap off the excess first. We're gonna build her slowly, just so we can see if she is buildable. She might not be. It might be a, you know, look at it from space sort of vibe immediately, but it might not be as well. No, it is. And this is exactly why highlighter is my favorite part. Look at that glow. I'm a Greek god, and they wear just as much makeup as the goddesses, so it's okay. Blinded by the light. I'll forewarn you, this highlighter is not for the faint of heart. If you're a timid little glow from within sort of gal, this maybe isn't for you. Now that is it for the palette. Let's move on to the lip duo. First, we're gonna use the liquid lipstick in the shade Hot Mess Mama. And they say you can use the applicator to line your lips. Turns out, you can. This is gonna be a great nude for all seasons for me. It won't matter if I'm actually a little tan, which is so few and far between, or if I'm super pale like normal. It's still gonna be a good nude. It's a little on the brown side, but it's still got a lot of pink in it to make it look super natural. And the gloss is in the shade Butterfly Kisses. This looks super cute, and I cannot wait to see what it looks like on top of this lipstick. But we're gonna use a lip brush this time because I made a mess out of the applicator from that other gloss. Ooh. I actually really enjoyed the fact that this has just a little bit of sparkle in it because it adds so much more to that glossy effect, but without making the gloss thick or sticky, it just adds dimension to the look. So with the gloss, that is everything from the Ofra Cosmetics X Hot Mess Mama collection. What do you guys think of the look? You already know I love it. I already knew I was going to, simply because I love the Ofra formula now that I've tried it. It's one of those formulas that aren't super punchy. It's not like what I would envision a rainbow palette company would be, but they've got quality eyeshadow. You can have a sheer wash of color if you want. You can build it up and make it the same color it is in the pan if you want. Just everything performed like a dream, and I couldn't ask for anything more. So thank you so much to Ofra Cosmetics and Hot Mess Mama I appreciate you sending over the new collection so we could test it out here on my channel. If you enjoyed this video, please don't forget to give me a thumbs up just to let me know that you did. Also, if you like this look and you want to see more looks like them, you can follow me on Instagram, Twitter, Snapchat, and TikTok. My username is the same for everything. It's just ChristopherJMUA. I love you guys so much, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!